Cycler. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Cycling.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is asking for your help. The Booster Club continues to provide needed sports equipment for the St. Mary's High School sports program. But what they have planned next is big. The Booster Club is in the process of building a new sports complex on land next to the high school parking lot. This new sports complex will include a baseball field, softball field, and soccer field. The fields will be built according to professionally engineered plans and will be ADA compliant, so all Lumberjack fans can enjoy the games. The Booster Club thanks the community for their support throughout the years. With your support, Phase 1 will begin this summer. If you're interested in donating to the new sports complex project, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-568-0288 for details. Let's all come together and get this new complex built for the student body and the community.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
And we are here at St. Mary City Park Fields as it is district tournament time here in St. Mary's. Lumberjack girls are hosting the district tournament for the 2A District 1 and 2 tournament. The winner of this tournament will be on the way to state, which is, I believe, the 20th or the 21st and the 22nd in Nampa, Idaho. And the second place team of the district tournament will be going to a play-in game to try to earn their way into the tournament. So the tournament sets up like this. Game 1, St. Mary's versus Kamei, the Cubs, and this is at what I'm going to call Field 1. And then Field 2 is Orofino and Grangeville. These games all begin at noon, which is about 15 minutes or less away. And then the winner of this game and the winner of the Orofino-Grangeville game will play in Game 3. That will be at 2 o'clock, and the losers will play in Game 4 at 2 o'clock. The winners of Game 3, or the winner of Game 3, will be the district champion and will be the seed, number 1 seed for the 1-2A at state. And then the loser of Game 3 will wrap around to play the winner of Game 4 in Game 5. That'll be at 4 o'clock, and that runner-up will play a play-in game all the way down in Boise against at Timberline High School on Saturday, May the 15th, and that'll be the 1-2B versus the District 5B seed. The winner of that game will advance to the state tournament. So that is how the district tournament is set up. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back with more.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Idaho. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimmies, not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary's.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Time to reimagine your off-road experience because Yamaha has reimagined the side-by-side. Experience extreme adventure with the all-new 2021 Wolverine R-Max 1000 featuring an all-new 999cc parallel twin engine. Power-packed for maximum comfort and versatility, the R-Max 1000 features fully integrated accessories including the Yamaha Adventure Pro navigation system and much more. See for yourself at St. Mary's Sun Cycle, then get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. And I am back here at St. Mary's City Park Fields as the Lumberjacks and the Kamei Cubs getting ready to do battle in the Game 1 of the district tournament. Umpires have just arrived on site. We might be ready to get going a little bit early. We are about 12 minutes before. Of course, they'll do their meeting at home plate, and then they will do their quick warm-up. So got a little bit of time yet. Taking a look at the power rankings for softball, and the power rankings are brought to you by Haircuts by Katie Seibert at 618 College Avenue. And if you would like to get a haircut, make sure to give her a call, 582-1003, and check to see if she has time to fit you in. Haircuts by Katie. The power rankings, number 1 in the power rankings for 2A softball is Malad. The Dragons are 18-0 on the year. They are having a heck of a season. They are 33-0 going back to 2019, and I believe they were the state champs in 2019. 2019 was the year the Lumberjack girls did not qualify for state. They played in the play-in game and did not make it, but they'd been there a couple of years in a row before that. St. Mary's moved up to number 2. Last time I checked, they were about number 5 in the power rankings, but the Lumberjack girls at 19-2 on their record in the second spot on the Idaho Sports Power Rankings. West Jefferson, number 3 with a 17-2 record. Bear Lake at number 4 with an 18-4 record. And New Plymouth at number 5 with a 15-8 record. The other District 1-2 teams, Grangeville sits at 14th in the power rankings. Orofino is 9th, and Kamei sits at 19th in the 2A power rankings. Looking at the records between these 4 teams for the league action, Lumberjacks are your league champions, 19-2 overall record, 12-0 in league play. Orofino, they are sitting with a 6-6 record in league. They are 11-9 overall. Grangeville, 5-7 in league play, 7-11 overall, and the Kamei Cubs, not the season they would hope for, 1-11 in league play, 3-16 in their overall record. We'll take a break, and we'll come back and look at some Lumberjack statistics.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the Hot Deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Is your rig's check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great AC Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Use Ace Hardware, the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. And we are back as Lumberjacks warming up in the defensive side. I think it's just about ready to get things rolling. Taking a look at the defense for St. Mary's, Tacey Watkins will be in the pitching circle. Behind home plate is Jenna Holder. First base is Kirsten Miller. Second base is Berkeley McGrill. Third base, Jade Telford. Shortstop, Gracie Barden. Stacy Mitchell in left. Sammy Badgett in center. And Lexi Fuller in right field. Taking a look at the pitching numbers for Tacey Watkins, she has had a great season for her sophomore year, basically kind of like a freshman year. They only got to play one game last year. She has an earned run average of 1.52, 13 wins, 2 losses, 18 appearances. First pitch to the leadoff for the Cubs is Macy Morrow, and it's going to be ball 1. Going to swing at the next pitch for called strike 2, or swings and a missed strike 2. It'll be Macy Morrow, Kaylee Tavernier, and George Farnham, the top 3 batters for the Cubs. Swing the next pitch, also a strike as she misses out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Macy Morrow. The fielding percentage for the Lumberjacks is .926. Not a bad number at all, as Watkins gets the strikeout on the first batter, gets her swinging. That's 1 out. The Lumberjacks have committed 36 errors on the season. And let's see some other pitching numbers for Watkins. She has a couple of no-hitters to her credit. This next one is Kaylee Tavernier. She is a lefty, and she swings at the first pitch for strike 1. Going to swing at the next one as well, strike 2, as that pitch was a little bit high, swung right underneath it, and it's a left-handed batter. 0-2 the count to Tavernier, 1 out. And that's 3 pitches, 3 swings, and strikeout number 2 for Watkins. Watkins averages around 14 strikeouts per game, and she has a total of 230 strikeouts on the season and 394 batters faced. She's only walked 37. And the next batter is Georgia Farnham, and she takes a swing at the first pitch for strike 1. Next pitch on the way, another swing and a miss, strike 2, as she swings right underneath that pitch. Not sure the age of this Cubs team. They might be fairly young. The wind of the pitch. That one's going to miss low and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Farnham. Ariana Davey on deck for the Cubs if Farnham can get on. Next pitch on the way. That one misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Farnham. Watkins, the 2-2 pitch on the way. And that's going to be a strike 3, looking as Watkins strikes out the first 3 batters of the game. No runs, no hits, no outs, or no errors. Nobody left on base. Going into the bottom of the first inning, it is the Lumberjack 0, the Cubs 0. It'll be Berkeley McGrill leading off when we return.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
And we are back. The defense for the Cubs looks like this. I did not get their catcher marked down. I will have to take a look and see if I can catch the number for their catcher. I think it is Bridget Breeding. Okay, so we've got Macy Morrow is in the pitching circle. It is Bridget Breeding behind the dish. Kaylee Tavernier at first base. Ariana Davey at second. Ebony Vasher at third. Rain Martinez at shortstop. Chloe Spencer in left. In center field, I see who that is at center field, as I didn't get that one down. That is Breeding in center field. I will get the catchers lined out for the Cubs in just a minute. And Georgia Farnham in right. Berkeley McGrill leads off for Lumberjacks, a batting average of .302. Takes the first pitch as a called strike one. Berkeley McGrill has 59 plate appearances, 43 at-bats, 11 runs, 13 hits, 11 RBIs, 1 triple. I did not see what that next pitch was called as I was giving you the stats. So Morrow, I know she has a 1-strike count. That one is up high. It's at least a 1-ball, 1-strike, and it looks like it's I think it's 2 balls, 1 strike to McGrill. McGrill swings at the next one, strike 2, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck for the Lumberjacks is Jade Telford. In the hole is Tacey Watkins. Next pitch on the way. That one is up high. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count to McGrill. Going to have to keep my head on a swivel as there's a game going on at the other field, so there could be foul balls. That is going to be a pop-up right onto the infield, and the catcher, Macy Morrow, catches it for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Jade Telford for the Lumberjacks. Jade Telford has a batting average of .415. She has 22 hits, 15 RBIs, 1 triple, and 1 home run on the year. On deck is Tacey Watkins. First pitch, up high, ball 1 to Telford. The stretch, or the windup, the pitch, swing and a miss off that one, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Telford, as that was looked like maybe a fastball from Morrow, and she swung right over the top of it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Telford. Next pitch, going to swing again, strike 2 as she misses that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Telford. 1 out, nobody on for the Lumberjacks. Bottom of the first, next pitch on the way, and she's going to swing at that one and miss. Strike 3, and that will retire Telford to the dugout. That's 2 down for the Lumberjacks. That brings up the pitcher, Tacey Watkins. And Tacey Watkins, she's batting .579 on the season, 30 runs, 44 hits, 30 RBIs, 8 doubles, and 8 triples. And the first pitch is going to be fouled off for strike 1. Tacey has a little ritual, I guess you'd call it, before every, just about as she'll step out of the box between the pitch, she'll stick her bat straight up in the air and give a little look at it, and then she gets herself ready for the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Watkins, 2 outs. The wind, the pitch on the way, and that was a low pitch that's going to be fouled off. Almost caught by the first baseman, couldn't quite get there. That's Tavernier. And it's just a foul ball, strike 2 for Watkins. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Watkins with 2 outs and nobody on. Bottom of the first inning, no score. District tournament action from St. Mary's. And the next one is hit out into right field. It's going to drop, and it's going to be a base hit, and it's going to be a double as Watkins looked over to Bitterman here at third base to see what he was going to tell her to do. And she gets a stand-up double on her first at-bat. Dropped that one just out in front of the right fielder where they couldn't reach it. So 2 outs. Runner on second for the Lumberjacks now. That's Watkins in scoring position. It'll bring up Jenna Holder, the senior. Jenna Holder, let's see, trying to find her stats here. First pitch is going to be a called strike. I think she thought it was low, but the umpire says strike 1. And Jenna Holder is batting in that number 4 spot. .431 on the season is her batting average. That pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Holder. She has 13 runs on 28 hits, 24 RBIs, 4 doubles, and 3 triples for Miss Jenna Holder. She's going to hit that one. Nice ground ball just past the glove of the second baseman, and it will bring a run in as that ground ball is going to make it all the way out into the right field side, and it's going to be a double for Holder, and she drives a run in on the ground ball. So 1 run across on 2 outs. Going to get Lexi Chappell out to courtesy run for Jenna Holder. Holder is the catcher for the Lumberjacks. That'll bring up Gracie Barden for St. Mary's. Barden, batting .333 on the season. 24 runs, 17 hits, 18 RBIs, 6 doubles for her. Pretty productive season for Barden. So 2 outs. She's going to pop that one just over the head of the second baseman. It drops into fair territory, and Chappell is going to round for home, and she slides in safe. They were a little bit lackadaisical in getting that ball. They threw the ball to the pitcher. The pitcher, I think, thought they were going to hold up in their positions or in their spots, and Chappell continued on around. So another run comes across for St. Mary's. And Barden gets over to second on the throw. So 2 outs, 2 runs in. And that first pitch is going to be fouled off by Kirsten Miller for strike 1. Kirsten Miller is a senior as well. She bats .368 on the season, and she has 11 runs, 25 hits, 31 RBIs, 9 doubles, and a triple. And she puts the bat on the ball on that next one, and that is going to be a foul ball down the third base line out in right field, or first base line out in right field. Miller down 0-2 in the count now to Morrow. 2 runs across for the Lumberjacks. On deck for St. Mary's, Stacy Mitchell, the sophomore. The wind, the pitch, that one is a high popped-up ball that's going to just get over the fence and out of play. That is another foul ball, and that's 3 pitches, 3 foul balls for Miller. I don't think I've got the catcher straightened out yet. I don't know who the catcher is right now. Next pitch. And she takes a late swing at that one, strike 3, and that will retire the sides. And I'm going to have to see what's going on with my defensive positioning for the Cubs. But we'll be back. Lumberjacks lead 2-0 going into the top of the second inning. It'll be Ariana Davey when we return.
It's been a trying year for parents. They've been confronted with countless challenges and have always risen to the occasion. If it isn't too much to ask, the 50,000 high school student athletes in Idaho have one last request.
Please, set an example.
Disorderly fan conduct at high school athletic events is on the rise. It increasingly involves parents. There's no question that parents are passionate. There's no question they care about their children. But at a time when we're all wound a little more tightly than usual, it's worth remembering this about Idaho high school sports. Always be a good example. Stop unruly fan behavior before it starts.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Tim Parrish here at St. Mary's City Park Fields. Lumberjacks taking on the Cubs for district tournament action as district tournament being held here in St. Mary's. Grangeville Norfino playing to the right of me in district tournament action. And it'll be Ariana Davey leading off. First pitch is going to miss just outside for ball 1 to Davey. On deck will be Jessica Catola. Takes a swing at the next pitch for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Davey. 9. Pitch on the way, a little ground ball right down to the first baseman. They're going to just get the throw in time as Miller bobbled that ball. Berkeley McGrill does a great job in getting over there to cover that and to get the out at first base. So 1 down now. That'll bring up Jessica Catola, who I believe is the catcher for the Cubs. Oh, and she's going to be hit by pitch as that one, she spins around, catches that one right in the ribs, in the back, and that'll send her over to first base on the hit by pitch as she shakes that one off a little bit. Not something you see a lot from Watkins as I don't think I brought the stats with me to tell you hit by pitch or hit batters, so I don't have that number, but that'll bring up Rain Martinez, 1 out, runner on first, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. Watkins gets her signal from Holder, takes a look over to first base, now sets back up on the rubber. Now looking in, the windup and the pitch on the way. That one's going to be a called strike as Martinez watches that one go by just about thigh level. 1 ball, 1 strike to Martinez, 1 out and a runner on first for the Cubs. The wind, the pitch. That one misses down low. 2 balls and a strike to Martinez. Martinez, the shortstop. Pitch. That one misses low as well, maybe a little outside. 3 balls, 1 strike to Martinez. The wind, the pitch. That one's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 2. That runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Watkins looks in, gets her signal from Holder. Now the wind, the pitch on the way. And that one is going to miss for ball 4. Watkins walks 1, hits 1, runners at first and second. Tying run represented at first base is Martinez. That'll bring up Ebony Vasher. First pitch to her is going to be a called strike 1. Batting in that number 7 slot. We are in the 7, 8, and 9 at the moment. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Chloe Spencer on deck. Bridget Breeding in the hole. Watkins gets her signal. The wind. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And I believe that is the 4th or 5th strikeout for Watkins. That brings up Chloe Spencer, number 32. She's the left fielder. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. That pitch is taken for a called strike 1. The wind, the pitch. That one's high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Clouds coming through now. The sun hasn't shown for a little bit, but still a nice, pleasant day. Watkins, the wind, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Spencer. Watkins looks in, gets her signal. That one's going to be a called strike 3, and that will retire the sides. There was no runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left on base for the Cubs. Going into the bottom of the second, the Lumberjacks lead 2-0, and it will be Stacy Mitchell leading off when we return.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professionals?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
And we are back, and want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors, and we hope that you will do the same thing. Without our sponsors, we would not be able to broadcast these games for you. And for those of you that are at work today, or maybe teachers that are at school or whoever, wherever you may be listening, it's all for you guys. So be sure to thank our sponsors that help us bring these games to you. Same thing if the Lumberjack girls win this tournament today. They will be headed to the state tournament next week, and we will plan on heading down there as well. So if you are a business and you would like to sponsor that state tournament action if the Lumberjack girls do make it in, be sure to get in hold of us and let us know. So the pitcher, I don't think they made a change. I think I had things gooped up. I think it's Catola has been pitching, and I believe it is number 38, the one who I had pitching, Macy Morrow, behind home plate. I went off of their lineup, so I don't know how things might have changed a little bit in that lineup. Anyway, Stacy Mitchell leading off for the Lumberjacks. She has at least one home run to her credit this year. First pitch is down low in the dirt for ball one. Mitchell batting .320 on the season. 24 runs, 16 hits, 14 RBIs, 3 doubles, 2 triples. The wind, the pitch. That one misses up high. 2 balls, no strikes to Stacy Mitchell. Wind, the pitch on the way, and that is hit right out to the shortstop, Ryan Martinez, who makes the catch for the out. She little hop, and she snags that one right out of the air on a medium line drive right out to the shortstop. So 1 down for the Lumberjacks. That brings up Shelby Martin. Shelby Martin's a junior, batting .417 on the season. She has 17 plate appearances, 14 runs, 5 hits. I didn't see what that first pitch was. 3 RBIs for Martinez, or for Martin. Next pitch is down low for ball one. At least ball one. Waiting for the next pitch from Catola on the way, and it's going to be a ground ball foul. So I've got 1 ball, 1 strike, and I'm missing one other pitch, so we'll see if I can get the signal from the umpire. I sit down the third base line. I did not get a signal yet that I could see for the count. So next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So I believe she's got a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Martin waiting for the next pitch on the way. That's going to be a ground ball, but it's right to the pitcher. And the throw to first is in time for the second out. That'll bring up Lexi Fuller for the Lumberjacks. She is a lefty. Lexi the lefty. And she is a sophomore. .270 on the season is her batting average. 21 runs on 10 hits, 6 RBIs, 1 double, 1 triple. And the first pitch is going to catch the outside corner for strike 1. If Fuller can get on base, it'll be back to the top of the order for the Lumberjacks. The wind, the pitch. That's a little bit of a golf swing. The hit is going to be a ground ball right down to the third baseman. They cannot get the throw in time, and Fuller is on safely. That'll bring back up the top of the order Berkeley McGrill, who flew out her first at bat. On deck, Jade Telford. First pitch to McGrill. That was up about neck level. That one's ball 1. The wind, the pitch on the way. She's going to square up to bunt. She does lay the bunt down, but it's going to be a little bit too much on that bunt. And it's going to be the third out to retire the side. The pitcher gets it over to the first baseman in time. So the Lumberjacks come up with no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Going into the top of the third, St. Mary's leads 2-0 over the Kamei Cubs. We will be back.
Everyone knows that the timber industry is a huge part of our community. Working in the timber industry requires big equipment. Big equipment requires a special mechanic or custom machined items to repair. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's is your very own full-service, large equipment diesel mechanic that not only has a full-size shop, but also has a service truck that can come straight to you when you break down in the woods. If you're in need of big truck or big equipment repair, stop by Jake's Machine and Repair at 106 Homer Drive in St. Mary's or call 208-596-8819. 208-596-8819. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's.
And we are back. Tim Parrish here at the St. Mary's City Park Fields listening to Lumberjack Softball District Tournament action on KOFE 1240 right here in St. Mary's. We are your home for Lumberjack sports all season long. And we are into the top of the third inning. Lumberjacks lead 2-0 over the Kamei Cubs. Lumberjacks back on defense. It'll be Bridget Breeding leading off for the Cubs. She is batting in the number 9 slot, and she is the center fielder for Kamiah. She digs herself into the batter's box. Watkins ready as the pitch on the way. That's going to be a called strike one. A little bit slow on the delivery of that call from the umpire, but he called that a strike. Next pitch. That's going to be a ground ball golfed down to Telford at third. The throw to Miller is in time for the first out. That'll bring back up the top of the order Macy Morrow. She struck out swinging in her first at bat. On deck will be Tavernier. Pitch on the way, and she's going to take a swing at the first one. Strike one. Watkins, the windup, the pitch. That one's going to miss outside, maybe a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The wind, the pitch. That's a line drive that's hit right to the second baseman, Berkeley McGrill. And McGrill makes a nice catch on that line drive. It was about medium hit, and it was just above McGrill's head, but she was able to make the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Tavernier. She struck out swinging. Fastball from Watkins misses just a little high, and it stays up for ball 1. Next one looked like a fastball as well, and that one was perfect. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tavernier. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs to the Cubs. Nobody on. Top of the third inning. Lumberjacks lead 2-0. Watkins in the pitching circle. The wind, the pitch on the way. That one just misses for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tavernier. Next pitch misses as well. So it's a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Watkins gets her signal from Holder. The wind, the pitch on the way, and that one is going to be left low for ball 4. Oh, nope, I'm going to undo that. And it was actually strike 3 as she catches her looking. So that is 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Cubs. Going into the bottom of the third, it'll be Jade Telford leading off. We will be back.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
And we are back. I want to give everybody a little heads up. Katie Seibert, Haircuts by Katie here in St. Mary's. You're looking for somebody to lower your ears, give you a haircut. Go and get a hold of Katie Seibert at 582-1003, and she will let you know when she can fit you in. She is located up on College Avenue, right down the street from 208 Bakery. So if you need a haircut, get a hold of Katie Seibert at Haircuts by Katie. It'll be Jade Telford leading off for St. Mary. She struck out swinging. She bats in the number 2 spot. It'll be Tacey Watkins on deck and Jenna Holder in the hole. A few warm-up pitches there by Jessica Catola. And they're ready to get things going. Top of the third inning. Bottom of the third inning, Lumberjacks lead 2-0. Sun peeking out from behind the clouds. Telford ready for the first pitch. It's on the way, and that is hit into center field, and it's going to drop between the center fielder and the right fielder. Goes just about to the fence, and Telford's headed to third on a big stand-up triple. So a runner in scoring position after that big hit by Telford. Casey Watkins steps to the plate. She hit a double into right field for her first at-bat. On deck will be Jenna Holder. Telford waiting, the pitch on the way, and she hits that one out into right field. That'll be trouble as it was down the right field line. That'll bring Telford in, and Watkins is going to slide safely to second base on a double. So one run comes across for the Lumberjacks. No outs. Watkins sits at second base. Jenna Holder at the plate. She had a double her first at bat. First pitch is going to be a ball. Next pitch. Down low, ball 2. And a passed ball is going to get Watkins over to third base. So Watkins sits at third, no outs. 2 balls, no strikes to Holder. Katola toes the rubber, looks to her catcher, the line, the pitch. That one is going to be a fly ball here down the left field line, and it's going to just get foul. About 2 inches further to the right, and that would have been a fair ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Holder. Katola gets her signals from Morrow. The wind, the pitch. That one's up high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three-one pitch on the way. That's a line drive, and that's going to drop for a base hit. That'll bring in 1 run as Holder is going to round to third, and they're going to send her home. Will she get the in-park home run? She does. Three runs across for the Lumberjacks here in the bottom of the third. They now lead 5-0. Jenna Holder, after that in-the-park home run, is over here trying to catch her breath. She isn't used to that necessarily. Gracie Barden steps to the plate. That's a line drive right back to Ebony Vasher at third base, and she heads up, was able to catch that ball for the first out. That was not an easy ball to snag, as it was there quickly. Bring up Miller for the Lumberjacks. First pitch up high, ball 1. Miller thought about swinging at it. She's laughing up at the batter's box as Coach Bitterman was telling her, you leave that alone up there. She does swing at the next pitch. It is a high fly ball, and the pitcher makes the catch for the second out. Just a little pop-up on the infield. Lots of cheering going on the field next door where the Grangeville Bulldogs and Orofino Maniacs are playing. We don't have scoreboards here, so I don't know what the score is over there at that game. Mitchell back up for the Lumberjacks. Flew out in her first at-bat. The first pitch is low, ball 1 to Mitchell. On deck is Martin. In the hole is Fuller. And I'm not sure what happened. Mitchell is on base, though. I'm not sure if they intentionally walked her or what, because they didn't throw enough pitches to I didn't even see her get a hit, or maybe they hit her. Let me go back. I'm going to put that as a hit by pitch. I believe we've got 2 swings by Martin and 2 strikes. Shelby Martin is up with a ground out. That pitch is up high. I believe we've got a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Martin. And we do. Runner on first. The wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that will retire the sides. The Lumberjacks put 3 runs across, though, on 3 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 left on base. The Lumberjacks lead 5-0 going into the top of the 4th inning. Leading off for the Cubs when we return will be Georgia Farnham.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years' experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that, too, with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With 6 professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
And we are back. Another nice ground ball hit over there in the game next door. It looks like a couple of runs coming across for the Bulldogs. Lumberjacks will play the winner of that game at 2 o'clock. First pitch to Georgia Farnham was a strike called. She struck out looking her first at bat. Next pitch misses low and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Casey Watkins pitching pretty good here in the early part. She has hit 1 and walked 1 or 2. That's going to be a strike on the inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Watkins has 43 total pitches here into the 4th inning. Wind, pitch. I'm going to get her to swing at a high pitch. Strike 3, and that will retire Farnham. Ariana Davey on deck for at the plate for the Cubs. First pitch is going to be ball 1. 7 strikeouts for Watkins already. Next pitch is going to be a swing, and that's going to be fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Watkins gets her signal, steps back up to the rubber. Done fully out now, wind and pitch. I think she got a piece of that one as well. Foul ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on for the Cubs. Top of the 4th inning, Lumberjacks lead 5-0. The wind, the pitch. That one's going to be high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Davey. District tournament action from St. Mary's, Lumberjack softball. That pitch is going to be a called strike 3. That'll be strikeout number 8 for Watkins. That'll bring up Jessica Kitola. First pitch is low and outside, ball 1. She was hit by pitch in her first at bat. That sun comes out, and boys, they get warm. The wind and the pitch. That's a called strike. I almost thought that pitch might have been a little bit low, but the umpire says strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kitola. That one's going to miss outside. Nice stop by Holder. 2 ball, 1 strike. Watkins gets her signal. The wind, the pitch on the way. That one's going to be down low. 3 balls and a strike to Katola. On deck is Martinez, the shortstop. In the hole is Vasher. The wind, the pitch. And that is a called strike. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that will retire the sides. 3 up and 3 down for the Cubs. Going into the bottom of the 4th, Lumberjacks lead 5-0, and it will be the bottom of the order. Lexi Fuller, I believe, leading off when we return.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees to lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull Infused or Lotus Energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekend. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary's. And we are back as we are just about set for the bottom of the 4th inning. Lumberjacks, Lexi Fuller leading off, the lefty. She hit a single down the third base in her first at bat. Katola has 3 strikeouts for the Cubs, and Watkins with 9 as a little comparison to the pitchers. First pitch he's going to swing at. I think she got just a piece of it, and it's 1 strike to Fuller. Waiting for the next pitch. It's on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The Orfeo Maniacs just had a in-the-park home run of their own on the other field over there. 0-2 count, now a 1-2 count to Fuller as that next pitch is up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind of the pitch. That one was inside, I believe. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Fuller. That one is up high. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Katola toes the rubber. The wind, the pitch on the way. And that one's going to be fouled off as Fuller battles at the plate. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, still to Fuller. Bottom of the 4th inning, Lumberjacks lead 5-0. Fuller is the leadoff batter of this inning. On deck will be the top of the order. The wind, the pitch. And that one's going to miss for ball 4, and that'll walk Fuller down to first. That'll bring up Berkeley McGrill, who has a fly out and a ground out, looking for a single or a double. On deck for Lumberjacks, Jade Telford. In the hole, Tacey Watkins. The wind, the pitch. And I believe that was ball 1. Wind, the pitch. That one's down low in the dirt. Ball 2. Lexi Fuller with the stolen base down to second. 2 balls, no strikes to McGrill. Nobody out. Fuller on second for the Lumberjacks. Katola gets her signals from Morrow. Readies the wind, the pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. Strike 1 to McGrill. 2 balls and a strike now to Berkeley. The wind, the pitch. That one, I believe, is a ball as well. 3 balls and a strike. Next pitch, she's going to take a swing and misses that one, strike 2. There's 7 sophomores on this team. Next pitch is going to be fouled off. Looks like there's 7 sophomores and 2 freshmen on the varsity roster. And all the sophomores on this team are somewhat basically like freshmen. They only got 1 game in last year before COVID shut down the season. A full count pitch on the way to McGrill. It's going to be up high, ball 4. And that's 2 batters and 2 walks now for Cotola. That brings up Jade Telford. She had a triple her last at bat. That was out into right center. Center right. I don't know how you want to say that, but in any case, it was a big triple for her. Triple now would bring in 2 more runs. She's going to take a healthy swing at the first pitch. I think she fouled it off, strike 1. I think she swung right underneath it. Cotola readies herself, the wind, the pitch. And she's going to get a piece of that one and foul it off. Telford down 0-2 in the count. I think that's Sammy Badgett and one of her teammates racing to get to that foul ball out of the dugout. I think it might have been Michaela Spray. 0-2 count to Telford, the wind, the pitch. That is hit into right field. It is high, and it is caught by Farnham for an out. And it's going to be a tag up by Fuller, who gets over to third. Runners now at the corners for St. Mary's. The runners at the corners for the Lumberjacks with 1 out brings up Casey Watkins. She has hit 2 doubles in this game, and she's going to swing on that first one and fouls it backwards for strike 1. Just 1 out, bottom of the 4th inning. Lumberjacks lead 5-0 over the Cambia Cubs. Lumberjacks put 2 across in the first inning, didn't score any in the second, had 3 in the third. Now we are in the 4th with a couple in one in scoring position. And that's going to be a ground ball hit softly to the second baseman, and they're going to get the ground out to first as McGrill slides to second. And the runner comes in from third, so it's an RBI for Watkins. So 2 down. Brings up Jenna Holder. Holder with a in-the-park home run and a double. First pitch, I believe, was low for ball 1. Cotola gets her signal to wind. The pitch on the way. And that pitch was off the mark as well. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Holder. The wind, the pitch. That's a ground ball. It's going to get just past the shortstop, and it's going to be an error on Spencer as he gets all the way out to the I don't know if I'm going to give that as an error or another in-the-park home run for Holder. It was not touched, I don't think, by the left fielders. It just got past her glove, and 2 bats in a row, and Holder has got 2 in-the-park home runs. I'm going to give it to her. Might be changed or not counted as a home run in the official stats, but I'm going to give it to her as it brings in 2 runs. Gracie Barton fouls one off into the opposite field. 0-1 count to Barton. Holder's hit brought in McGrill as well, so we've got 3 runs across here in the 4th. That is a fly ball. It's going to be hit just almost over the head of Martinez. She just about misplayed that, but she's able to stretch out and grab it for the third out. The Lumberjacks, though, come up with 3 runs on a hit. There was no errors, and there was nobody left on base. Going into the top of the 5th inning, St. Mary's leads 8-0 over the Kamei Cubs, and it will be Rain Martinez leading off for the Cubs when we return.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Idaho high school budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Spring is here, and you can make your home beautiful this summer with help from 10th Street Lumber. Besides all the building materials you'll ever need, 10th Street Lumber has landscaping supplies. They have landscaping bricks, concrete bricks, paving bricks, as well as planting materials. So stop by today, whether you're building a deck, a patio, or planting flowers. 10th Street Lumber has it all. 10th Street Lumber at 10th Street and Railroad Avenue, right here in St. Mary's.
Tim Parrish here at St. Mary's City Park Fields with the Lumberjack District Tournament action on KOFE 1240. St. Mary's, your home for Lumberjack sports. Pretty good crowd here watching all the action. We've got Grangeville and Orofino playing on the second field here, and St. Mary's and Kamei in the first field. The Lumberjacks, or actually the winner of this game here with Lumberjacks, will play the winner of the game between Orofino and Grangeville. Martinez is going to swing at the first pitch from Watkins for a strike 1. On deck is Vasher. That next pitch, that one looked low, but they call it strike 2. 0-2 count to Martinez. Watkins, the wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And she's going to retire the 10th batter that she has retired today. That'll bring up Vasher, who has a strikeout swinging. On deck is Spencer. The wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The wind, the pitch. And that's a foul ball that comes over from the other field. And they are going to call. I almost wondered if they would not count that one as she swung at that one just as that ball came down. Next pitch is up high for ball 1. I didn't know if they might count that as like a distraction and not count that pitch, but they did. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And swings at that next one, and that is strike 3. 11 strikeouts for Watkins. That'll bring up Spencer, who struck out swinging in her first at-bat. On deck, it'll be the bottom of the order, Bridget Breeding for the Cubs. That one's a called strike 1. That one was just about thigh high. The wind, the pitch. I think that one was too low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got another in-the-park home run over there, this time by Grangeville. That one, I believe, was left high. 2 balls and a strike to Spencer. And next pitch is a called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Spencer. To apologize, it's kind of hard not to get distracted when you hear the hooting and hollering from the other field. And Watkins loses control of that one. It's going to be down in the dirt, and it's going to hit the batter. And that'll put Spencer on with a hit by pitch. That's the second hit by pitch for Watkins. That'll bring up Bridget Breeding. At a ground out her first at bat. She swings at the first pitch, strike 1. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 0-2 count to Breeding. 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Lumberjacks lead 8-0. The wind, the pitch. That one's going to be in the dirt. Runner gets over to second on the wild pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Breeding. Watkins toes the rubber, looks in, gets her signal from Holder. The wind, the pitch on the way. That one's going to be left low and maybe inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, evens the count. Watkins with a total of 71 pitches in the game. The wind, the pitch. That one's going to be up high. And we get a passed ball that advances the runner to third. Then an error brings the runner in. I believe that error was by the catcher. And then we get a walk on Breeding as she is on first base. First pitch to Macy Morrow is going to be fouled off. Strike one. 2 outs. 1 run across for the Cubs. Still no hits by Watkins, though. She's still in a no-hitter. The wind, the pitch. That one was a good-looking pitch, but it's ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Macy Morrow. The wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes tomorrow. That pitch is going to be on the inside corner of the plate. Strike 3. Going to ring her up looking, and that'll be strikeout number 12, and they do retire the sides. There is 1 run, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. Going into the bottom of the 5th, St. Mary's leads 8-1. It'll be Miller leading off for the Jacks when we return.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturdays. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor.
And we are back. Tim Parrish here at the St. Mary City Park Field on a pretty nice day for some Lumberjack softball action. It is district tournament time as the Lumberjack girls get to host the tournament here in St. Mary's at the City Park Fields. Got the Grangeville Bulldogs and the Orfino Maniacs doing battle on field number 2, and the Lumberjacks and the Cubs on field number 1. St. Mary's leads 8-1 here going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Kirsten Miller will be leading off. She has a flyout and a strikeout swinging in her first 2 at bats. On deck is Stacy Mitchell. In the hole is Shelby Martin. Martin is a designated player. I didn't mention that earlier. And let's see here. That is the 6, 7, and 8 batters for the Lumberjacks. Still pitching for the Cubs is Kitola. The Lumberjacks have 8 hits. The Cubs with no hits. 1 error for St. Mary's, no errors for the Cubs. And both teams with 3 left on base in this game. as we ready ourselves for the first pitch of the bottom of the fifth. Pitcher going over to talk to her first baseman. That's Catola going over to talk to Tavernier real quick, as there's the umpire behind home plate was down here by the dugout. I'm not sure if there was a change in the lineup being made or something else happening that they needed to get relayed to them. First pitch now to Miller. And that one is swung on and fouled straight back all the way over the top of the snack shack and storage rooms here at the fields. 0-1 count now to Miller. And that one is going to be fouled off backwards as well. Quickly 0-2 to Miller. The wind and the pitch. She's going to take a golf swing at that one. It's going to be hit right down to the third baseman. And the third baseman, we have had a change there, as it is Caitlin Everett who gets the scoop and the throw to first for the out. That'll bring up Stacy Mitchell. Fly out and hit by pitch for her. First pitch is up high, ball one. Should be Shelby Martin on deck, I think. Next pitch is going to miss low and outside, ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to Mitchell. The wind, the pitch. That's a line drive, deep center field. It's over the head of the center fielder all the way to the fence. Mitchell heads around second, heads to third, and he's going to send her home. Bitterman is in the park, home run for Stacy Mitchell. That'll bring up Shelby Martin with 1 out. Ground out and a strikeout swinging for Martin. And if all 3 of those stand as in the park home runs, that is 3 of them today for the Lumberjacks, 2 of them by Jenna Holder. That first pitch to Martin is going to be a called strike 1. Martin has a ground out and a strikeout swinging in her first 2 appearances. Next pitch, that one's fouled backwards. Strike 2. 0-2 count to Martin. On deck is the bottom of the lineup. Should be Lexi Fuller. The wind and the 0-2 pitch. That one is fouled off. Count remains 0-2 to Martin. Catola toes the rubber, the wind, the pitch on the way. Going to swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is the 4th strikeout of the game for Catola. That'll bring up the lefty, Lexi Fuller, with 2 outs. Top of the order coming up if Fuller gets on. The wind, the pitch. Nope, they have to hold up for a minute as a foul ball comes over into our field. Now they're ready once they get that ball cleared up. Catola, the wind, the pitch. That's going to be a called strike 1 at the knees of Fuller. 0-1 count to Fuller. Catola, the wind, the pitch. That is a little blooper that is going to be caught by Everett at third base, and that will retire the sides for the Lumberjacks. They do come up with 1 run on the in-the-park home run by Mitchell. 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. It is St. Mary's 9, Cami 1 going into the top of the 6th inning, and it'll be Tavernier, I believe, leading off when we return.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1FCU. With our exclusive high school and college designs, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original, 1938, insured by NCUA.
And we are back. Lumberjacks leading 9-1 into the top of the 6th inning. It'll be Kaylee Tavernier leading off for the Cubs, I do believe, as we get into that time of the game where you start seeing a little bit of lineup changes here and there, so we kind of got to wait until the person steps to the plate. Watkins continues in the pitching circle for St. Mary's. She has 77 pitches and 12 strikeouts today. A little bit of a quick inspirational meeting at the pitching circle, and we are ready to get the top of the 6th going. It is a lefty, and Tavernier is a lefty, so I believe it is still her batting. She has 2 strikeouts in her appearances. And the first pitch is going to be fouled off, strike 1. And it sounds like this cloud that's coming over the top of us is producing a few raindrops. Watkins looks in, gets the signal. And I think they must have hit Tavernier. I didn't see that happen. Bitterman has a quick word with the umpire. I'm not sure about what. Stepping to the plate is number 30 for the Cubs. That's Lemire. 1 strike to hers. I think it was the first pitch is a called strike 1. Going to swing at the next one down low. 0-2 count to Lemire. Have to see if she took a spot in the outfield recently as well. Next pitch on the way. That one misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs. Runner at first base for the Cubs. The wind, the pitch. Going to swing at that one, strike 3, and that will retire Lemire. Strikeout number 13 for Tacey Watkins. Ariana Davey to the plate for the Cubs. Ground out and a strikeout looking. She's going to get a piece of that first pitch. Foul ball, strike 1. One down, runner at first base. The wind, the pitch. I think that was low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Davey. Next pitch is a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Davey. A little bit of cold air blowing through now with that rain as well. The wind, the pitch, that one's going to be down low in the dirt. It'll be ball 2. It'll be a nice stop by Holder. Going to give a stolen base to Tavernier. See a pop-up canopy coming out down there on the other side of the field. The wind, the pitch. That's going to be a called strike 3. Fourteen strikeouts now for Watkins. Brings up number 18, Jessica Catola. Hit by pitch and a strikeout swinging, and she takes a swing at that first pitch for strike 1. The wind, the pitch, swing, the miss, strike 2. 0-2 count to Catola. 2 outs, runner on second for the Cubs. Lumberjacks lead 9-1, top of the 6th inning. The wind, the pitch. And that is a strike 3 called as Watkins gets another one. 15 strikeouts for Tacey Watkins And Lumberjacks lead 9-1 going into the bottom of the sixth. It'll be the top of the order for St. Mary's. Berkeley McGrill leading off when we return.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's. Brent's Electric is a family-owned and operated business right here in St. Mary's. With 36 years of electrical experience, Brent's Electric has been serving all of North Idaho since 1996. From new construction to renovation, Brent's Electric can help. Give them a call today at 208-245-5725. That's 208-245-5725. Brent's Electric in St. Mary's. There we are back. Lumberjacks lead the Kamei Cubs 9-1 in Game 1 of the district tournament. Game 2 being played in the field over next to us. That is Orofino and Grangeville doing battle. The winner of this game between St. Mary's and Kamei will play the winner of the Grangeville-Orofino game. That game's scheduled to start at 2 o'clock. And then the winner of that game, of those two teams, will be straight on to the state tournament. Berkeley McGrill takes the first pitch up high for ball one. Fly out, a ground out, and a walk for Berkeley. The wind and the pitch. Takes a swing at that one and fouls it off. Strike one. One ball, one strike. Looks like a great defensive play just happened over at the other field. The Grangeville coach happy about something happening over there. Next pitch is going to be a swing and a miss by McGrill. One ball, two strikes. Rain shower continues here in St. Mary's. Expected a few passing showers today. That pitch is going to be up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to McGrill. It's pretty interesting. As soon as that sun disappears, the temperature feels like it drops about 10 degrees. The sun comes back out, and it goes back up 10 degrees. The wind, the pitch. Oh, and Berkeley's going to get caught looking on that one. Strike 3, and that will retire McGrill back to the dugout. That'll bring up Jade Telford. Telford has a strikeout swinging, a triple, and a flyout. 5 strikeouts now for Patola. First pitch is down in the dirt. Ball one. Patola doing a little bit of housekeeping over on the rubber. Now readies herself. The wind and the pitch. Big swing by Telford, but swings underneath it. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jade Telford. On deck is Tacey Watkins. In the hole, Jenna Holder. The wind, the pitch. That looked like a good pitch. It was. It's going to be a called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Telford. The wind and the pitch. That's going to be fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes still to Jade Telford. 1 out, nobody on for the Lumberjacks. Patola dries the ball off there on the side of her thigh. It's getting a little bit wet. It's not a big rain, but it's enough. So next pitch on the way, and that's going to be a piece of that one. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Patola probably has about 80 pitches since I had the wrong pitcher on the mound in the beginning of this. That pitch is going to be left up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Telford. The wind, the pitch.
This one's going to be swung on. It's going to be caught just barely by the pitcher. That'll be 2 outs for the Lumberjacks. That'll bring up Casey Watkins. 2 doubles and a ground out for Watkins. On deck is Holder. Watkins waiting for the first pitch. That's up high. Ball 1. Here, I think an empty chip truck going down the road down there on Railroad Avenue. I think that's Railroad Avenue. And it sounded like thunder. That pitch is outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Watkins with 2 outs and nobody on for the Lumberjacks. The wind and the pitch. That's a line drive into right field, and it will be a base hit for Watkins. Watkins actually gets over to second on the throw. That'll bring up Jenna Holder with a double and 2 in the park home runs. On deck is Barden. The wind and the pitch. And that is smoked into right field, and that's going to hit the fence. That's going to bring Watkins home, and they're going to hold Holder up at second on that one on a big double by Holder that drives in an RBI. So 1 run across for the Lumberjacks in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lexi Chappell goes in to courtesy run for Holder. I'll bring up Gracie Barden for the Lumberjacks. Single line drive and a fly out. She's 1 for 3 today. And she hits that first one. It's high, and it's going to be caught by Spencer in left field for the final out. Nice catch, nice grab by Spencer. Kind of underhanded grab that. Lumberjacks come up with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. The Lumberjacks lead 10-1 going into the top of the 7th inning. We will be back.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is asking for your help. The Booster Club continues to provide needed sports equipment for the St. Mary's High School sports program. But what they have planned next is big. The Booster Club is in the process of building a new sports complex on land next to the high school parking lot. This new sports complex will include a baseball field, softball field, and soccer field. The field will be built according to professionally engineered plans and will be ADA compliant, so all Lumberjack fans can enjoy the game. The Booster Club thanks the community for their support throughout the years. With your support, Phase 1 will begin this summer. If you're interested in donating to the new sports complex project, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-568-0288 for details. Let's all come together and get this new complex built for the student body and the community.
And we are back, and there is a change at our batter for Maya Ingledow. First 2 pitches were strikes, and third pitch is going to be strike 3, and that will retire the first batter. Lumberjacks need 3 outs here. Now they just need 2 to advance to the next part of the tournament as far as that state tournament berth counts. Now up, it's number 48. That's Caitlin Everett, and I believe the first pitch to her was down low for ball one. 16 strikeouts now for Watkins. That pitch is inside. 2 balls, no strikes, I do believe, to Caitlin Everett. It's her first time at the plate. The line, the pitch. That one just misses. Ball 3. Nope. We do have 1 strike. 2 balls and a strike to Everett. That one misses low and outside. 3 balls and a strike. The wind and the pitch. That one's outside and high, and that'll be ball 4. That'll put Everett over to first base with 1 out for the Cubs. Spencer, I believe, steps to the plate, and I can't be 100% sure because this one has a sweatshirt on. Like I said, that rain came down, that cloud cover hit, and it kind of cooled down a little bit. Still sprinkling. The wind, the pitch. Called strike 1. That is the 100th pitch by Watkins. Swing and miss at the next pitch. Strike 2. 0-2 count to Spencer. Next pitch. That's going to be a called strike 3 as she gets her looking. 17 strikeouts now for Watkins. 1 out away from advancing to the winner side of the bracket. First pitch is up high. Ball 1 to, not Bridget Breeding. This is a change here in the order. Number 5, Jessica Gonzalez. And the first pitch was a ball 1. Second pitch, I believe, was a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gonzalez. The wind and the pitch. Low and inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Gonzalez. The wind, the pitch. Strike 2 called on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Watkins 1 pitch away from ending the game here. The wind, the pitch. That one's going to be low. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, a runner on. No, nobody on. Yeah, there's a runner on first for the Cubs. That is Everett. The wind, the pitch. Oh, strike 3 as they get the out looking. And that will retire the sides and end the game. I do believe the Cubs are headed out like they think that they are still going, but that is the end of the game as the Lumberjacks come away with the win. We'll take a break, and we'll come back and wrap things up.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our communities. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Idaho. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimneys, not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
It's time to reimagine your off-road experience because Yamaha has reimagined the side-by-side. Experience extreme adventure with the all-new 2021 Wolverine R-Max 1000 featuring an all-new 999cc parallel twin engine. Power packed for maximum comfort and versatility, the R-Max 1000 features fully integrated accessories including the Yamaha Adventure Pro navigation system and much more. See for yourself at St. Mary's Don Cycle, then get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
And we are back here as the Lumberjacks win Game 1 of the district tournament, 10-1 over the Kamei Cubs. They will be playing the winner of the Grangeville. They will be playing the winner of the Grangeville-Orofino game that is currently going on, and they should be getting actually pretty close to done. So taking a look at the game by the inning for Kamei, they had no runs through the fourth inning. They plated one run in the fifth, and then they had no runs in the sixth and seventh. One run, no hits, no errors, and 5 left on base. And then for the girls, for Lumberjacks, they had 2 runs in the first, no runs in the second, 3 runs in the third, 3 runs in the fourth, 1 run in the fifth, and 1 run in the sixth to give them their 10-1 win. 11 hits, 1 error, and 4 left on base for St. Mary's in the game. Looking at the stats for the Lumberjacks, batting-wise, the Lumberjacks ended up at 379 on the game. And let's see, we had 11 hits there. Jenna Holder had 2 in-the-park home runs and 2 doubles in this game. Watkins had a couple of doubles. And let's see here. Watkins also had a single. Barden had a single. Lexi Fuller with a single. I thought Mitchell did not get on base with any hits today in this first game. On the fielding side, Lumberjacks batted .958. They had 1 error in the game. And pitching, Watkins gets the win. She struck out 18 batters in this one. She had 3 walks, and she hit 3 batters. But overall, a great game for Watkins in the pitching circle. For the Kamei Cubs, they batted, they had no hits, so they batted 0% on that. Their fielding percentage, 1,000, no errors for them. And their pitcher, Jessica Catola, had 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit batter, and but the ERA for her was at 11.67. Lumberjacks win 10-0 in the first game, or 10-1 in the first game, and we'll be back with the second game here in probably about an hour or so. We will be back on the air with Game 2.
You've been listening to to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjack!